Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, as well as the mothers who play that same role. Happy Parents' Day. We're taking a break for this. What y'all doing?
Me, I make a big bubble.
Bubbles, man, is what's happening.
That was fun watching, okay? Dude, that's a good snack that time.
I think it wanted to be erased.
Hey, Nicholas, was that fun watching?
What?
Was it fun watching?
Yes. I think it wants to be a NASCAR driver.
No, car.
It's how this stadium is built. If you hit it at just the right spot, it'll go up here, and then. Yeah, I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip.
Nicholas, you gotta move it again. Wait, what?
It builds up
You
stamina. No, it built up stamina because it was going down instead of up.
You cheated.
Over the last 6 months, we've produced a total of 11.58 hours of content for your listening pleasure. We wanted to take a quick break. As I'm sure you can imagine, though, we didn't want to leave you with no content. I am recording this on Father's Day, have had an amazing time with Nicholas. Damashe spending some time with his family, and we wanted to just take a quick break, and I figured I'd put together, a trip down memory lane, something you'll enjoy on DM72.5. We'll get back into it in a minute.
Helping pave your way from your home to your own pay. Using motivation, inspiration, and education. It's today's edition of the Your Own Pay podcast. And before we begin, we want to hear from you. Reach out, hit us up, and follow Payon on Twitter. That's @Payon. Now, as promised, here's Michael Babcock with today's episode.
Make some noise.
A huge part of my life.
I'm super excited. This is amazing right here.
Your Own Pay podcast starts now.
So this is really for those who are new to the podcast and those who may have possibly missed some content. I want to give you a quick recap of some of the stuff we've produced for you over the last 11.5 hours. And you can get more information and links to these episodes at yourownpay.com/DMSpecial. One thing before I jump into it that I want to let you know is if you listen all the way through, I'll drop a secret piece of audio that I don't even think Nicholas knows I have from back in 2015 when he was 5 years old, where he was pretending to be blind on the 4th of July. Back on December 22nd, we released DM62 called Feeding Emoji Links. That was a pretty fun episode, but if I'm honest with you, all of the episodes I do with Damashe are exciting as well.
Now, in about 45 minutes, she's going to see the text message that I sent her and then try to act on it. That's what I tell you.
It's like you might know her.
I will bet you money that I don't even have that is what's going to happen.
We then published on January 5th, DM63 called Shh Watch Procrastination Time. January 19th brought you DM64 Talking Podcast with Kitchen Distractions. And that episode, we kind of talked about food a little bit. So if you're hungry, maybe not listen to that one yet. DM65 Accessibility Plus was where we started going in and talking about how everyone has their own Plus service. That was published for you on February 2nd of this year. And DM66 is a episode that we published on February 16th, Robotic Pie Ham. And, well, as discussed in that episode, these Raspberry Pis, at least in my house, keep multiplying. DM67 was Surge++. Hopefully you'll enjoy that, published on March 2nd. We had a brief discussion about the new watch that Damashe might have received, although if you've listened for a little while, you know he actually got one. That's one of those spoiler alerts. Then we published DM68, no creative title. Thank you to Patrick for editing that episode. That's where I just didn't come up with a creative title. It's a little bit of our mixed bag content. Came out on March 23rd, 2021. And if you are interested, remember that you can get all of these links at yourownpay.com/DM special. And then I Can was DM69. And then I can record and shit, really? Take 3. And then I can record and all right. Got it. And then I can record and talk over VoIP on the board at the same time. Published on April 27th, 2021. We did take a brief hiatus there for a little bit while we figured out exactly how we wanted to structure the show and if we wanted to go ahead and publish content that we had pre-recorded for a little while. And DM69 is where we went back to recording content a couple of days before it went live. DM70 was Clean Watch Toys, published on May 11th, and we talk about some new toys that are in our lives, and I think we even talked a little bit about Clean Feed, so you want to give that a listen. We've got 2 more episodes, which the first one is DM71 After Dark. Damashe and I decided to record an episode at about 8 p.m., and it actually turned out to be the time we're going to start recording all of our content. Published on May 24th, 2021. And then lastly, but probably not the most important, I mean, hopefully you've heard it by now, was DM72. And if I can remember how to spell today, I'll be able to jump over there and give you that information. Do want to let you guys know that while I was reading all of this, I was going through and punching in different links and multitasking. I'm getting better at it. But that one we just called DM72, published on June 8th of this year. And in that episode, you'll get information that we went ahead and published for you, including Damashe getting the same board that we talked about in DM69. Some of the things we wanted in WWDC, we got some of them. We didn't quite. My webcam experiences and adding elements to different parts of a WordPress site with GeneratePress. If you think any of that content sounds interesting, definitely go check it out. And let's close it up by dropping that audio I promised you. We'll be back in about 2 weeks, which is just after the 4th of July. I believe that'll be July 6th. So if you're interested, stay tuned. You can also follow the show at DM Series or him on Twitter at DAMASHE. I'm on Twitter at Payon, PAYOWN. And links to all of these episodes, as well as our Twitter accounts, can be found at yourownpay.com/DM special.
Hey, did you run into something?
Yeah.
What'd you run into?
I picked it up.
Oh. Are your eyes closed?
Yeah. Why?
Because you're pretending to be blind, huh?
Yeah.
So I wanted to throw one more audio in here. This is Nicholas playing with a race car track just before his 3rd birthday in January of 2013.
1. Good job.
2.
2. Are we going to put 3 on or just 2? All right, you ready? Come push the button.
Wait.
You ready? Yeah! Oh, man. Are you going to put them back up here?
Try again.
Try again. All right.
How do you go that one?
You want me to put this one right here for you so that way it goes too?
Yeah.
All right. Will you come push the button?
Whoa!
That was cool, huh? All right.
You've been listening to Your Own Pay Podcast. If you've enjoyed today's episode, visit yourownpay.com/cast for exclusive content and to contact us today. We're eager to hear your thoughts and about how you're making this podcast your own. Thanks for listening. We'll be back soon. The Your Own Pay Podcast, yourownpay.com.